hit the 2 hours today. Not there yet out of the first 2 sessions. It was leg day, so cardio has not been fun today. Normally I haven't had that problem of a lot of days where I've done 2.5 hours, especially the non-training days, but the leg day today, there was just a lot of work, a lot of butt busting work, deep pause squats, all the hip thrusts, the deep belt squats, everything else. Even did 4-inch deficit deadlifts. So again, just some leg fatigue happened in there. So just kind of getting all the cardio done. Been a little slower than I'd like. So it just happens. It absolutely happens. I'm going to have occasional days like that. Normally I've been like just cranking through it, but it's going to happen. Perfectly normal. What's up, Psych? How you doing? Hit the like button for me, guys. Let's see if we can get this up and flowing. See if we can get a good stream here for this last one for the day. These afternoon ones actually tend to do the best for just getting views in. So keep it flowing. But the end of the training week is going to be a lot of cardio vlogs for the next 2 days with the weekend coming up. What's up, Lars? How you doing, man? Remember, guys, I have coaching slots open, 3 coaching slots. I also do the consultation calls. I'm going to try to push that in these more. What should I eat when I'm cutting and getting really hungry at night? Protein, or big piles of vegetables. Anything high satiety. Potatoes work really well. But I mean, if nothing else, chicken and vegetables, dude. Lean meat and vegetables will absolutely help you with that. I mean, you're going to get hungry when you cut. It's just normal. That's why I do the fasting thing. I don't eat in the morning, so I deal with the hunger then. And then I eat all my food in the feed window, and I'm sticking with the really high satiety foods, and then, of course, doing all this cardio. I mean, hunger happens with cutting, dude. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast. The leaner you get, the worse it's going to get. It's a reason so many of these bodybuilders use all these appetite-suppressing drugs and stuff. Not just the fat burners. They literally take drugs to suppress appetite. Pretty normal part of it, right? Pretty normal part of the game. So that would be easy advice, TJ. Lean protein, vegetables. Well, but you're talking about you're getting hungry. You're saying you're getting really hungry at night. Okay, I want you to step back and think about that. White rice is great, but if you're getting really hungry at night, the satiety on a potato is going to be way higher than on white rice, right? All right, Loner Mac says, hey Jason, what's up, Loner? How you doing today? So you see what I'm saying, TJ? I mean, you're free to do what you want. I mean, white rice is great, but if you're struggling with hunger in the evening on your cut, some potatoes in place, that might be a good idea. But if you don't have a lot of calories left, lean protein and some vegetables, and then drink a bunch of water. Right? That would be probably the best advice. Right? The best advice I could give you there. Hit that like button, though, guys. We got like 4 of y'all commenting. We got 2 likes. Hit those likes. Come on now. That like button for daddy. Let's get that flowing. This could be a lively chat. We got a lot of little views. Man, there we go. Get them likes up. Is it true that metabolism speeds up when you cut down and look lean? No. Why would metabolism speed up? You're losing body weight. Right? There's no reason to think that at all. Or do you mean it may slow a little bit? You could have some negative metabolic adaptations potentially. It could create problems for you. It's more of a bigger concern. There we go. Them likes are flowing in now. See all those little love buttons coming up. Appreciate it, guys. Non-fitness question. How are you able to be so positive and motivated despite all the adversities you have faced in life? Because you don't have a choice, right? You don't have a choice. Like, there was a point where I wasn't, there was a point where I wasn't so positive and motivated. There was a point in my life, especially when I got really sick, got disabled, my whole life fell apart. I lost almost everything I owned, my cars. Had to live at the charity of my best friend for a little bit. Like, he had to give me a place to live while I was really sick. Like, I just had to be in bed. I wasn't positive then, man. Like, I was just ready to roll over and die. But I also, at that point made a decision that I kind of had 2 choices in life at that point. I could either pull myself up by the bootstraps. I know people hate that term. There's a boomer term. I could pull myself up and pick myself up and fight, or I could roll over and die. Right? TJ, I don't know the exact year. Right? That's one obstacle. There's been others, dude. I'm a child abuse survivor. You know, I've had serious Meniere's disease. I was deaf as a kid for a while. I've had a lot of stuff. So we're just talking about just one thing there. You know, but you have to make that decision, dude. Get up and fight. If you can get up and fight, then you got to just keep moving forward. All right? That's all you can do. Sweaty ball sacks is okay, old fart. I'll own that, man. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, dude. I'm 48. I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to call me an old fart. Your mom's a motivational clown. All right, this guy called me Johnny Sins. I don't know about that. All right. Do you think Sulik lives past 40? Probably not. No, I doubt it. All right, he's gonna weirdos. Look at this sweaty guy just spamming. I'm gonna let him spam for a bit. Do you know why? It's just engagement. This early in a stream, dude, that's just gonna pull people in. So, and I'll read your guys' questions in between. If he gets to be too much, I'll just get rid of him. Right? Look at him going. So if you guys want to ask some other questions, though, I'm gonna let him run for a minute. You know why? It's boosting my engagements up because Johnny Sins is bigger than 3 inches. So am I. You guys have seen it. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Like, there's no need to front about it. I'm not going to give exact numbers, but I'm definitely above average. All right, no, please. All right. Juice World best. Yeah, my legs are definitely hurting a bit, though. Yeah, it's just padding balls. Exactly. I mean, I had to get rid of it because I couldn't read the comments. But I let him do his 15 times or so. Hey, Jimmy, you're not going to stir someone up when it's objectively false. It's not like people haven't seen it. You know what I mean, home skillet? So, that would be on par with me saying I have a long, luxurious head of hair. That would be on par with saying my chest hair is completely bald. You know what I mean? Viewers already going up. Is Wes Watson going to get time? I don't know. I mean, based on the little bit I've seen with the Wes Watson thing, he's probably going to prison. It doesn't look good. I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's looking really bad. Not just prison-wise, but just ethically. All right? Hey, Jimmy, you do know steroids don't shrink the penis, right? That's not based on reality. That's actually really silly. So we got one of those here. But that's all good, Jimmy. Like, to troll people, to rile them up, there has to be a degree of truth. You know? And in this case, people have literally paid for my penis pictures. And we all kind of know where I'm at, so it doesn't really work. Oh, there we go. So let's just get rid of him now. We'll just drop all that, though. Let's just get rid of him. Hanging upside down under a light bar, same as cable light pull downs. What? I can't cart. I'm not even going to. I'm trying to figure out what you're asking me. I don't know what silly nonsense you're trying to come up with. People come up with the silliest goofball exercises. Chat is lively. There we go. All right. Yeah, Alex, I'm not going to cover all that again. We don't. I said what I said. I don't feel like jumping back into it. Fair? All right. I'm only doing foot pictures and stuff now for OnlyFans. Not doing any more nudes. What's up, big dog? What's going on, Skelly Caps? I'm doing good, man. How about you? How people subscribe? I'm not going to say. Because it's irrelevant. I'd rather not even discuss it, to be honest, these days. Either people are going to follow it or they don't. I don't need to advertise it or discuss it. All right. I'm seeing this feels what, dude? I'm talking to my audience while doing my cardio. It's not gay if the balls don't touch. You already know this. Like, this is a well-established rule. Dudes have known this for like 50 years, right? It's only gay if the balls touch. Something like that. All right. All right. Them's the rules. That's right, Alan. We're laying down the law. Hit that like button, though, guys. Come on. Yeah, we got to get this last bit of cardio done, though, man. For some reason, this leg day has just left my legs not liking the cardio. All right. Now it'll go up. You know, Alex, it's doing better than it was this morning. As long as people keep liking and posting, we're good. You keep posting, right? If you keep posting, these other guys keep posting. So let's discuss training. Let's discuss nutrition. Let's discuss life, guys. Come on. No, he was spamming too much. I would have let him had he not blocked all the other chats out. I would have let him stay. What's for dinner? I've had most of my food. It's literally going to be another half a watermelon. I've only got like 2 hours left in my feed window. No, punching bag isn't really cardio, Cart, is it really? I mean, if you're working it hard. How about I ride a bike and walk? Okay. Steak or bacon. I don't eat bacon. Guys, I eat a healthy, clean diet. We don't sit around eating bacon. What are you talking about? This is a fitness channel. Like, bacon will give you a heart attack. You're trying to die, right? But see, Alex, we'll let this one go for just a little bit because he's slow with it. How do you manage feeling tired when in a catabolic, still trying to lift hard? You just dig in and work through it, man. All right? I mean, that's how I feel right now. Are there any pesticides that comes through that you worry about? Not really. No, it's regulated enough by the FDA. I'm really not worried. I mean, minor amounts of pesticides, they're going to be there. They're unavoidable. We have a liver. It's still not as bad as drinking alcohol once a month. I mean, in terms of all that stuff, right? So no, I don't really think about pesticides at all. The number one toxin we in the West consume is alcohol. That's most of our toxic load. Do you sleep more when on a calorie deficit? Me personally, not really. Be nice if I did. I wish I could sleep a little more. It'd probably help with recovery. I mean, ideally, you should try to, if possible. I don't always find that easy. It definitely just doesn't come natural to me right now. No, I'm so tired of eating chicken and rice. What's wrong with chicken and rice, Alan? That's what I've been eating today. Chicken, rice, watermelon, avocados, broccoli. That's been my day. Brown rice with soy sauce. All right. Sound like you have a lot of faith in the FDA. No, I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I keep up with what they're doing. No, I don't have a lot of faith in government at all. But you do have to look at the standards they do put in place, and they do enforce them. But again, do you really think you're going to get pesticide-free food? And do you think a little bit of pesticide is really going to hurt you? Probably not. Again, we handle a small amount of toxins okay. If we didn't, we would all drop dead from one drink. One shot of whiskey would kill you if you didn't have a liver that handled toxins. Like, you would die from it, straight up die. All right? We handle small amounts of these things. But you don't have to have faith in government. You have to have, I have faith that they'll enforce the laws that they write because they make huge amounts of money. So the FDA, when it enforces stuff, fines people enormous sums of money. They get to steal money. Government agencies enforce anything where they get to steal money from people. 100%. Right? So, hey, Lars, are you sure there's no pesticides on your food in Denmark? That's not even really an achievable thing to maintain a population. It'd be pretty difficult. I mean, I'd love to see the numbers on that. It seems very impractical, just from a logistics standpoint, unless you're so heavily genetically modified with the foods, maybe. Jason, what motivates you to keep lifting after decades of experience? What's my job? Number 2, I enjoy doing it. How does sugar-free ice cream compare to regular? Why are you eating shit like that? Yes, pretty sure, at least as much as realistically as possible. Because why would I want to do push-ups? I do weighted dips and I bench press. Why would I ever want to do a push-up? Lars, did you ban GMOs? Is it illegal to hunt rattlesnakes? No. Why would it be illegal to shoot rattlesnakes? I mean, that's just silly. Yeah, unfortunately, GMOs are banned here, so I don't agree with it, right? Yeah, no, they're not, Sean. They're goofball lightweight eggs. I'm not saying they're terrible, but I mean, realistically, ease of loading, they don't make a lot of sense for the most part, not as any sort of serious exercise. I get it, some people like to do them for GBP and stuff. You're not going to maximize size or strength off of it. Yeah. Here it is. Jason, is table salt unhealthy or should I offer pink? Those are not necessarily better. Sodium intake as far as health is going to depend on a lot of factors. It's not an inherently unhealthy thing. You have to look at genetics, blood pressure, sodium to potassium ratios, all of that. Right? I don't eat sugar-free, my dad does for health. Yeah, this is not healthy. Right? I'm not convinced the sugar alcohols in this stuff is any better than the refined sugar. Let's just be realistic about it. He's still eating junk food. I've never seen it in so many people. What's up with that? It's the same people, Alex. Alex, I'm not banning tons of people. I'm banning the same 5 or 6 people. It's not hard to pick them out at this point. I'm not getting rid of new people. That makes sense. Like, the same people just make 500 profiles. Rattlesnake and cactus are elsewhere, it seems like free fiber. Cart, not really. Like, you still have to go out there and find it and hunt it and shoot it. That takes resources. Like, stop and think about time and gas and everything else to go looking for rattlesnakes. Plus, it doesn't taste good. Yeah. Well, it just is what it is, Alex. You've never seen another streamer who literally has the same obsessed people who obsess over him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as their full-time job. They don't just do it in the streams. They do it to my phone. They do it to my neighbors, to my family, to my friends, People would be getting bad. Well, Lee, it's the same people. Like, they're stalkers. They're not in here to talk smack. They're just obsessed weirdos who are mentally ill, don't have other lives. So, not like I don't have some of their real names. So, but it doesn't matter. Let's get over to real topics. No, they don't have jobs or lives. Of course they, why would they have jobs and lives? Right? Is it really hard to create multiple accounts? Not really. No, they need multiple emails, IP stuff, yeah. Hey, Alex, are we going to keep going on and on about it? Like, why? Like, this is like 2 streams in a row. Let's quit feeding life into it. Last warning. Bald. Yeah. Bald is beautiful, baby. What are you going to do in terms? I don't know how to get Social Security. So, literally nothing will change. When he abolishes the IRS, my money's going to go way up, though. Like, the IRS fucks me with no lube. But I don't get Social Security. Those kids are just, yeah, they're not all kids, actually. Some of them are in their 40s. So I keep telling people that all these weird people say stuff like that. They don't understand. I am for him abolishing ARS and cutting welfare. Like, it's good for me. It's good for my budget. Is Medicare good on its own? I have no idea. They will stop federal taxes. Get rid of them. Do you ever hear? Hey, Kurt, no, I'm not going to discuss that with you because I know what they want. They wrote a full manifesto 10 years ago, and me repeating what they want would actually get my stream monetized. I don't know what a cold blast means. What does your YouTube followers demographic look like? Lars, I'm not pulling all the demographics up in the middle of the stream. It's totally different on my different platforms. Here it's almost all men. Like Facebook, it's 50% women, so it's kind of funny. My average demographic though here, age-wise, my biggest age group is 35 to 45. Why would you think I would drink a Mountain Dew drink from Taco Bell, dude? I'm a fitness guy. I don't eat or promote junk food. Right? So yeah, my largest age group is 35 to 45, then 25 to 35 is the next biggest. Hey Alex, why would you think I use Medicare? So Alex, you've already pretty much outed yourself. All right. Bye. Yes. Anyways, thank you for coaching us, Coach. You're welcome, Skelly. I forgot to get rid of the other troll. Yeah, anyone who thinks I get any form of government assistance is 100% a troll. Like, and a stalker. Like, no reasonable person thinks that. Thank you, Coach. You help more than so. But you're welcome, Scally Caps. Hey, Jason, when you lived in the UK, what was you do for work? I didn't work per se there. I did my YouTube and stuff. I did a little personal training for a bit there though too. I was only over there 3 years. Yeah, no, I started my YouTube and everything while I was there, almost immediately. What would you advise for someone starting YouTube content? I wouldn't. I have no advice for you at all. You inspired me to do walks. I incorporated 10 hill sprints in the middle. Good stuff. Awesome, Lars. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff, man. I've been doing very narrow belt squats. It's amazing how much harder they are versus shoulder stance. Yeah, I mean, anytime you're putting a deeper stretch on the quad, it's going to be harder. Oh, there we go. Popped. Whole shoulder popped when I did that. They feel better too. Yeah. It just depends on what you're trying to work. Hey Jason, would you recommend a 45 degree or 90 degree? Generally a 45. So why stance squats builds more strength but adds more muscle weight? No, not necessarily. Cart, there's a lot of nuance. It depends on different muscles you're trying to work. But the strength has to do with if you're getting a leverage advantage. You're going to move more weight sometimes with some low bar, wider stance. But the deeper your knee goes, obviously, the more quad growth you're going to get. So if you're shortchanging the knee bend for that, you're going to get less quad growth. Makes sense? A little bit of nuance to that. Quads respond really well to lengthened position. Would you recommend your 5x5 program for 5x5 work great for novices? I don't know anything about Nippard's bodybuilding program, but it may not be geared for novices. Is there much of a difference between toes forward versus pointed out for muscle growth? Depends entirely on the person. That is not a yes or no answer. It's going to be extremely individual biomechanics related. I'm a tall 190 centigrams scribe. It's surprisingly very narrow. Olympic squat stance feels much better for me. I'm very flexible though. Maybe that's why. Could be. Could be. Probably a factor. Also hit that like button, guys. Let's keep those likes going. All right. I'm currently running your original ice cream fitness program. On the days I'm not in the gym, is it okay to work my chin-ups? No, I wouldn't train on the off days at all. That program is a ton of volume. Makes sense. I've seen you say there's some people trying to stay in lower weight classes and avoiding wide stance. It was a weird random fact. What? So what's your argument about your back training? Oh, people don't like my form in general on my back training. They feel that my lats don't get worked on any exercise I do. They don't like how I row. They're like, your rowing is all traps. Your pull-ups is all arms or whatever, you know. So it's just funny. So basically, people feel that none of my back exercises actually train the lats, and I'm going to have small lats my whole life because they're all biomechanics experts. But if the same people were to watch Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Dorian Yates row, they would probably cry. When I lose weight, I got tired even if the calorie doesn't too big. Any advice for this? Try to get more sleep, stress management, and get a higher quality diet. How can you trust any nutrition expert if they demonize you for including a carrot, right? I do glute bridges after squats. I really hate them. Hamstring cramps happen sometimes. Dog, that's exactly why it's hilarious. So when I see guys who are like, they'll look at a back exercise, I do go, dude, you're working nothing but arms and not your back. And I'm like, you guys don't look at my physique and see a problem with that? So using y'all's logic, I should have enormous biceps and no lats. I think we got a flip-flop here, right? You got advice for overcoming doing glute bridges in the gym because you think it's a girl exercise? Yeah, quit being a fucking bitch. There you go, done. Do your glute bridges. Quit letting the little inner bitch in you worry about it and go build your glutes. Done. Problem solved. I'm judging you for not doing them. They'll never feel down by these haters. I already proved them wrong, so do not worry exactly. Have you ever done any fasting before? Every day. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. There you go, man. Are you still cutting? Or you haven't? No, I'm doing all this cardio to lean out. What are you talking about? I'm literally doing 2+ hours of cardio on camera every day. I remember Michael Hearn joking with one of his training partners saying, why do you have an arm pump on your back day? It happens. Yep. Well, the thing is, I care. I'm going to judge him for not doing it. Are you a fan of oats, Coach? No, I think oats are a perfectly fine carb. Plenty of fiber. If you can handle the fiber, definitely good. I do intermittent fasting. I usually fast anywhere between 16 to 18 hours, and I eat late morning to noonish. I start eating up to the early evening. How many calories do you think you burn per hour on your bike? For me, probably 500. With my energy turnover, I think that's fair. My weight, leg size, energy turnover. I literally am sweating and I'm in a full air conditioner with fans on me. And I've already have sweat kind of dripping down my sides. Jason, what do you think is the best mid-back exercise? Or how are we defining mid-back? Mid-back would technically be lats. So or do you mean all the mid-traps and everything? So if we're talking all the traps, rows, deadlift, deficit deadlifts, barbell rows. If you mean lats, weighted pull-ups, how many calories do you think? I don't know, Robert, a lot. My best metabolic rate is well over 2,000. What do you think of the avocado fast I can eat? I don't know what that means. What temperature you set your AC at indoors? It's on 71 Fahrenheit. And I've got a ceiling fan. You can see it spinning on me right now. So it gives you a context of my thermic effect. Like I'm literally sweating. What do you? I want to thank you for putting me wise to the snake oil salesman's comment. It's crazy. I wasted some change on useless supplements over 10 years. They literally didn't make a 1% difference, right? And they don't. And we know they don't. All right. I won't be on here a lot longer, guys. I just want to hit the 2 hours today and then stop. Today I'm not going to try to do bonus cardio. This leg day was just a lot towards the end of the week. But I'll get up and do a ton in the morning. I'm going to run it obviously a little bit longer. But we're definitely closing in on, you know, our target number. So let me double check on my stuff. Yeah, I think the only argument they can make is about progressive overload. And yeah, that gets iffy too, because it's not like I don't go heavy on some of that stuff. I mean, I do cheat rows with 315, but I do strict seal rows on the bench with 235 for work sets. And you can't cheat on a seal row. I mean, and I've got it back. So what do they really have? Oh wait, those alone already hit. That's 50, that's 33. The other, we may have already hit the 2 hours, but we're close. You ever been to Alaska? Nope. Yep, rows are solid. Advice for formal barbell rows, any mental cues, pull it to your chest. Make sure you stretch at the bottom. Getting that lat stretch is really important. Sorry if this is a dumb question. Does training calves have any carryover to back squats? It can a little bit, yeah, actually. The only real argument might be pull-ups, but then there's the age factor. You know, but even then, the pull-ups, I still stretch at the bottom, and I get a hell of a pump. Like, even my way to pull-ups, the way I do them, I get a serious lat pump. I'd rather watch your mama grow, young king. Why PEDs cause acne? Hyperactivation of the sebaceous glands. Or lower reps, it's an androgenic effect. Or lower reps on pull-ups okay if you hate high reps on them, sure. I don't know about threes. Threes is a little low, dude, for hypertrophy. Advice if our body feels like we need a break, but we also need to train, which side wins? I don't know. It depends on what you have going on. I wonder if there's guys, I don't think anyone's ever Pendlay rode a true Pendlay road 405. Calf growth seems to be very much genetic. No, I mean, they respond to training like other stuff. They are very genetic for your start point. Yeah, I don't do high reps on them anymore. I mean, I've done like 20s before on pull-ups. Now I just prefer just weight and to stretch at the bottom. I wasn't hitting the full stretch on the bottom when I used to do 20s either, though, with just body weight. And I was lighter than I am now. But I don't know that I would really do triples on pull-ups, dude. Not if you're trying to maximize size. I think at the argument, you can still probably do 20. Yeah, if I do them the same way I used to. Coach, what are some common causes of stalls during your novice program for your reach? Usually dietary insufficiency, not enough rest, lifestyle. Fair enough. I'm going to build them up over time. Street barbell rows, can we cut the weight in half? What do you mean? I don't know. Do you think everyone needs TRT on a long enough timeline? Yeah. I mean, in theory, yeah, eventually your testosterone will get low on a long enough timeline to where it is lower than the healthy range for a guy in his 20s. And why would you want to be there? Just because it's normal at 60 doesn't mean it's optimal. Right? Because the CGI boost testosterone, I don't know what that is. I wouldn't worry about boosting testosterone at all. I'm going to wind this down shortly. I've definitely hit my 2 hours. Deal if you're younger, wouldn't you pull a speed over 20? I've done 22 is the most I've ever done on camera before a few years ago. It was right around the time I did that first 198 meet. It was the week before. Should be mandatory. No, it's not mandatory. All right. That's incorporating good mornings and box plots into your. I don't know about the LP Novice 2.0. I mean, you could. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. It's low enough volume, you could work them in. All right, guys, we've definitely hit the 2 hours, though. I love all you guys, but I need to wind this down. Hitting 2 hours on this leg day is enough. I don't need to do any more. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.